Alrighty, hey guys. This is new long-awaited system test. I use new as in I don't really plan on using system test and doing it numerically much anymore, as I do tend to forget it a lot, and it's just never consistent. I always just choose to reset it because, say, if we get a new system or something, but so I think I'm just going to be labeling them as new system test and then probably putting the date. But so we did redo the system completely. I can't recall if we made a video since this was put back up on the wall, because if you do remember about a year ago when I had this at my school, we essentially took down the whole system because it was just, we had to disconnect everything from this panel, take it off the wall, and I'm surprised we were able to put it back up on our wall and redo it. But so yeah, without further ado, let's go take a look at it. So we did get a bunch of new devices. We rebent a lot of the conduit. As you can see, the conduit that was running down from here over here has been taken out. Instead, it just goes up there, and I cannot convince Aaron to get regular, I think it's 3/8 inch conduit. That's the wider kind, not 1/2 inch. Or yeah, but you know, he likes the zip tied look, so he could see it all go up, but I don't like it. But he did a majority of the system, so he kind of gets the preference. What we did do though, we bent all of the conduit inward, so it has more of a professional look to it. I'm not saying that if it's just straight, it's not professional, but this is just the way most people do it. And like I said, we got a bunch of new devices as well. The vocational school that I do go to, for where I did do this exact test, upgraded their system, and I think it's I can't remember if it's a system sensor or a notified or whatever. It's a voice evacuation system. I haven't been able to hear it yet because I'm only there 2 blocks every other day. So you know, there's in essence 4 sessions that they do. We have an A/B day schedule, and I'm there a quarter of that time. So a quarter of the time that a student would be there, a quarter of the time I'm there. So you know, it's kind of hard to get, if you will. But so this was there. I cannot remember the actual models, but I'll get that for you. It's the dual action push and pull down simplex T-bars, and these simplex 2901-9838, and we had one when they were replacing it, but these are all actual fully working strobes and horns. So like I said, it came in a huge box over the summer when they redid it, and it was a nice big treat for us. You can see that we did have to tape this because these are actually really loud, but it's not gonna mess up the video or anything. It's just the vibration stuff's still gonna be there, so it's still gonna be loud, but it just kind of curves a little bit of the loudness out. And excuse the mess, by the way. See the same pull station and same alarm. Almost everywhere it's gonna be like that, because we decided, instead of having a bunch of alarms blaring, going off at different times, it's better to have just a consistent system, because I think a lot of fire alarm enthusiasts who do make system tests that aren't, you know, just taped up on their bedroom wall, look at this the same way, in that if it's going to be a system test, yeah, you can be a hobbyist about it, but there's got to be a level of realism to it. What I mean by that is you don't want just a bunch of random alarms going off at once, because that's not very realistic. Why does this look like it's dangly when it's not? Oh wait, it is. Oh. It's steady though. But like I was saying, there is a level of realism that I want to put into it, that if they're all coded together, same pull station, same alarms, you know, then that's gonna make for a better product, because it's not just something put up in my basement, if we try to follow the fire codes as much as we can that a real building would have, then it just looks more real as a system that you would see in a real building than just a bunch of slop thrown together. I'm trying to see if we have anything else. A lot of its stuff was put in the shed. But let's see here. We did get a few of these. No, actually, we got a bunch of these. A bunch of these key stations. And a bunch of stoppers. So, I do plan on showing them at the time if we do plan on using them. But, see, oh yeah, one more thing. We did get a bunch of these. These were actually all induct detectors. And again, I don't have one on display right now I can show you, but they were all in the shed in the back of the shop. My teacher said go out there, get them, and I spent half the class opening the duct detectors and ripping these out. So I don't know the exact model, but they are. It's really nice to have these cool simplex, almost in perfect condition, smoke detectors. So, without further ado, I guess let's go and pull it. The strobes aren't all in sync, obviously. And they are loud, believe it or not. Let's see, where's my B key at? See, they are $20.99, $97.56. So there we go. And I went in, a lot of these were dusty and icky, and this keyholes were really stuck, so I cleaned them, put some WD-40 in the keyholes, and yeah, they're almost like new. So, go ahead and show y'all something. If I could find the key, you can see notifier key. Okay. Chooses to focus. There we go. See the notifier key? It actually perfectly fits in and opens the panel. Go and reset it. And you see, we do actually have the same batteries this time. They're not different sizes, not different amperage settings. Learning from experience, you don't want to use that. Use the same batteries, because essentially what's going to happen is, it was explained to me, the system's going to try to charge one battery, okay? And one of them's going to say this one's 10 amp hour, this one's 15 amp hour, just giving a rough estimate. But this 15 amp hour, it's going to register that it's not fully charged yet, so it's going to keep trying to charge it. This one's going to start getting hot, and either can explode and or, I guess, send surges back into the panel and essentially destroy the panel. Again, speaking from experience on that one. But this is our wiring right here, by the way. You can see that there are barely any of the resistors in here. They're all behind the pole stations. Like I said, these in these NACs, I believe the resistors are behind in the junction box where all of the horns and strobes will go to. But pole station wise, they're all behind the pole stations. Because if you didn't know it, it's not just to annoy you. Say if I were to break this pole station right here and the resistor's behind it, it's going to show trouble in the system that there's something wrong. So I go to the pole station, notice that it's completely destroyed and the resistor's not there. That's why it's there. Not, like I said, not just to annoy the hell out of you. So let's see here. I guess go and cut power to the system. Go and open the panel again. Shut it up. AC fault. Let's see if I can find the magnet. Let's see here. There it is. Aha. Let's see here. No, don't go off. Okay, simplex. There you go. I'm probably gonna get startled, although I'm expecting it. This is really okay. And as you can see, the trouble is still in the system, that we are running all on these batteries, which I always thought was kind of cool, how this can run perfectly on battery power and how this magnet is still sticking to that. Give me a second. I guess we'll go and activate another pull station in the process. Again, they're all the same, so why don't we do the one in here? Because it's fun out. Excuse that. Aaron's work is at its finest. Let's see here. Alright, go ahead and reset it now. And it's going to show a trouble. So I can't recommend this as the safest thing to do for your panel, but we're all back to normal. So, again, this was, I don't know, oh, it's the 6th, I think. Hey, look, it's actually right. What do you know? This is system test, January 27th. No. January 6th, 2017, of our Firelight MS10UD fire alarm control panel. Again, I do apologize for the lengthy time that it took, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. That is it. Having a doorknob helps. I'm kind of locked in. Hey, look.